tripod so I can do stuff. Oh, tripod. I don't know where I put the tripod. I don't know where it could be. Do you know where I put it? Where did I put the tripod? I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be around here somewhere. Somewhere. It's probably in my office. Probably in my office. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry, that sounded probably a little bit weird. I'm trying to find my tripod and I can't find it. I can't find it. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. And if this were America, I would sue. I've put it down in a very important place. And it was obviously so important that I forgot. I forgot. What? Ow. Did anyone just hear my knee crunch? You did? You did, Ham? Oh my goodness. So we're gonna pretend it's Wednesday. We were a bit busy on Wednesday. Obviously with Ham and his broken toe. His toe is still broken. He just doesn't care anymore. And because of that, neither do I. He's here pretending that, everything's not good. And then he does parkour. And so I'm at my wit's end, I tell you. Where could I have put it? It's here. It's right here. I was expecting it to be packed up. Why would I pack it up? Okay, now I can read what you've said. Hello. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't yell at me, Ham. This is for you. What did I lose? My mind. Oh, hello. Oh, dear. So I'm coming off the coattail of a gluten reaction. Ham still has a broken toe and is mad about it, so he's not flying everywhere. Yesterday I had a migraine, and so this entire half of my head was on fire and I couldn't see very well out this side. And so we're thriving, Gosh, they really got that one, hey? My Libby, she loves her some Hamlet, yeah. Migraines are no joke. Migraines are no joke. They genuinely sent me into orbit yesterday. I was in a state of in pain, but silence was causing me pain as well as sound. So I had to be in this constant state of a little bit of sound, a little bit of light. Yeah, it's hard to explain. Those who get migraines know. And the best cure that I found that I had was a crisp, and I do mean crisp, almost frozen cold Coke Zero and sour worm. You set? Oh gosh, that really hurt my ears. That hurt my ears. Ham's doing okay. He really is fine. He has a broken toe, but the thing is, I think he's worked out weight distribution, and so he's not on it as much. I'm reading, hey, migraines are hell. May make me, yeah. Yeah, and the flares are the worst. How long has Ham been with a sponsor for Letty? What? I don't know what that means. No one, you get migraines. Yeah, well. I get blind migraines, so I don't get the pain to start with. I get the symptoms, and so I know the pain's coming, which is almost worse because I'm like, here we go. Here we go. But no, I woke up with it yesterday. See, did that hurt? That's because you're going too nuts. Oh. But this entire side of my head felt like I had a pain leech on it like this. It was like an ice pick into my eye. It was awful. Have you got surgery for your migraines or no? No, I haven't. What the funniest part about it is I didn't start getting migraines until I had the COVID jab. If that ain't the most anti-vax thing I've ever said. No, I don't get them often. And when I do, they're debilitating. Not that they're not, oh gosh. And I still get like, it's not completely gone either. I just need you to shut your beat. Here, let's talk about you so you get off my back. Ham. Look, it's about you now. Look. Actually, I might do that. I'm gonna go get my loop earplugs. I have them. They're real. I'm gonna do it right now. Have I ever done that on camera? So he keeps doing stuff like that, and then he's like, my toe hurts. Dingus. I keep them on my wallet. Like here. There's a bee. He's angry. He's mad I'm not talking to him. Grumpy. You don't scare me. And this doesn't block out sound, it just lessens it. But I do have like the little loop internal thing so that. Ow, that wasn't. Oh. He's pissed because I'm touching my bag and he's not allowed to. Notice how I don't react. Therefore, he stops. He did bite me though. See? And people are like, does he bite you? Oh, of course he does. He's a bird with a beak. You can see the red mark right there. Like the top chomp and the bottom chomp. He literally grabbed my face. Go on. Say what you need to say. I'm not bothered. We're pretending it's Wednesday. I don't like a parrot. Oh well. I don't like him all the time either. He's grumpy because I haven't fed him yet. No, he won't be sorry about it until I feed him. And I'm not going to give him chop yet. I'm going to give him just a little bit of seed and a piece of fruit to start with. Because I have stuff to do. What's really showing up now? Especially because my skin's really reactive right now. Because I got gluten the other day. And that's what caused my migraine. It's related to reaction. It wasn't enough to give me a full anaphylactic reaction, thankfully. And I have to start carrying an EpiPen now, which is really sucky. I'm reading these. This is crooked. I got you. Heck, I have. How bad does your head usually hurt when you get migraines? I feel like I'm being run over by a truck on my head. It hurts a lot and I can't sleep. But there's no point in complaining, so I just kind of lie there like I can't open this eye very well. So I'm really good at doing this now. Stay safe, girly. Yeah. I have the same bird. Is yours a dick as well? He's a dick. He's sorry. Do I take medicine? There's not a lot of medication I can take for my migraine because it's reactive. It's not necessarily something I can treat at the time. It's something I have to kind of prevent. But I have usually an antihistamine works really well. I carry an Epi, especially in the summer. Yeah. I carry an antihistamine usually because that gets my reaction down and will like subsequently stop the reaction through the week because it's not just an instant. My reaction will go a whole week. So yes, the first day was like swelling across my face with a big rash, like all of this. That's why it's all red. And then the migraine, which doesn't always happen. It's still happening. It's just gone down a lot. It's not flaring anymore. And then for the rest of the week, I'm probably going to experience some pretty severe brain fog, just normal headaches, nausea when I eat, and probably won't crap for a week. some severe constipation. Love that. I love how I'm telling you guys, like, you're obviously my closest friend. So I'm going to tell you all of this while he yells. And I don't care how he's feeling because he just bit me in the face. And it's just how it is. He's been a dick all week and that has not helped. He's been a dick all week. All week. Hello. Sorry you coming in and just me complaining about my day. I'm probably yelling now as well because I've got these in my ears, which has helped. So he's screaming in my ears and nothing. I need to feed you. What do you want? I need to medicate you. Medication, sir? We'll start with some food. So what I'm doing, really stings now. I reckon he, it's an eyelash. I reckon he broke the skin only a little bit. You are still beautiful. Thank you. Rochelle. You're yelling at me. Well, it's not working. Right here. I'm just gonna get his fruit stick. But I'll take you with me for that. What do you feed your bird? I have hummingbird. Don't know what to feed it. You really need to look that up. I don't know what to feed hummingbirds. They're very different to ringnecks. I suspect a very fructose-based diet. Probably as well. Yeah. Well, it's broken, but he keeps doing silly things, so it's no fault. Yeah, here we go. Sugar water. Yeah. See, like he keeps doing this kind of stuff. That's silly. Being silly. You've caught us on like a really bad mood day, but I realized I didn't do a live this week. And I said that I would do one at least once a week, roughly on Wednesdays, hence why it's called Pretenders Wednesday. Consider a heat wave in the UK. I don't know because I'm not in the UK. I'm in America. I'm in Australia. See my bins? Australian, so Australian. It's okay, we love you. Thank you. It's been a week. I bet you feel bad. I bet you feel bad. Oh. What happened to Steve? Steve is at his normal boring job at work. That I'm very proud of him for. That's where Steve is. It's like, what, 10 a.m. on a Friday? All right, so we've got the fruit on here, but I need to put medicine on it. Hello. He just got nasty at me because of the handbag. And he's not allowed to touch it. I put it all along the rim, so he has to have it. He started to realize the taste as well. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. So he's starting to taste it like something else about that, huh? Take a bite. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you know it's medicated. He's so smart. He's such a dick. He's so smart. Yeah, what about that side? Yeah. I'm gonna put this in the cage. He eventually does. It's too much. It's not about what he eats, it's about what his tongue slides across. And while he's got no, I'm not even gonna defend it. I don't. You don't dictate what I put in my power. It's got nothing to do with the quantity. It's got everything to do with the quality. Well, you jump. Oh, been such a dick today. He doesn't believe my lies. Yep. He is so smart. He really is. Oh. I put my coffee down. I was smart enough to make one before I started chatting to you guys. What's it say? He's onto it. Yep. It's the humidity I don't like. It's quite cold here today, but I have the heater on, hence why I'm in a short sleeve t-shirt. I love his cage too. His cage is so versatile. Let's just flatten some of these flyaways. My hair's that weird, like in between where it's not super dirty, but it's not clean enough to be out. Oh, good. Now I look bald. Did he already eat fruit and veggies when you got him? Or, no, I had to fully introduce him. He was fully seed addicted. He was still young, so he was only just weaned, but he was weaned directly onto the good stuff. So that's why I had to fix it, I guess. Can I please say hi to the UK? Hello, UK. Hello. Look at this. Oh, I made a bump. How? It was a struggle. I had to mix, basically chop to seed ratio, start small and start to kind of add more chop, less seed across time. It took a while. Would you get an African grey? I would if I didn't have ham. I reckon if I got a bigger bird, it'd be an eclectus. I love eclectuses. Electi. Eclecti. Like an adorable egg. How? Ow, this hurts. I don't know if you can see it, but he did. He broke the skin just there. That's not a freckle. It's not bleeding. No, it doesn't have to bleed to have it been broken the skin. But no, it's not bleeding, thankfully. If it was bleeding, then I'd be like, great, I have to disinfect it. I put my coffee down. I feel really bad. I'm sorry. You've probably all caught us on like a day where we're not feeling great. But I felt bad because we hadn't checked in with you guys and we haven't had a lot of videos out lately because of obviously he's not doing super great. But I wanted to at least have you know that we were doing okay. Just even if we weren't thriving, we were surviving. So he's got quite a bit of seed in there at the moment, but that's because I had medication on it and I needed him to get back in his cage. Would you do a podcast with gizmo owners? I'd love to, but I don't think I'm interesting enough to do a podcast. For the longest time, I thought Ham was short for Hamilton. Oh, no. It was considered, but as much as I do love the show, which I have seen on stage, it was amazing. Hamilton, and I know all the songs. Yeah, Hamlet was more fitting. It's less of a founding father, more of a prince, I feel. Sharing how that brings me some levity. Oh, I'm so glad that he can offer some good stuff. That is why we make our content. It's literally not to educate and it's not to be like a tutorial page. It's simply to make you smile. It's to make you breathe a little bit out of your nose when you scroll. That's the whole idea. It's nothing more complicated than that. Why didn't you reprimand him when he was biting you? Because he's a bird and they don't respond to being reprimanded. All he would have been taught then was then defense, and his reaction would have been scared. There's no point in scaring a bird when they do something out of themselves being annoyed or scared. I encourage the good and I ignore the bad. Ignore it. I just don't react. And then when he does something good, I usually reward. He's not scared of hands. He's become more snuggly, and that was a reaction to something he was feeling. He wasn't doing that purposely to hurt me. Did you play sport growing up? I played hockey, not ice hockey. We played normal field hockey here in Australia. If there was ice hockey, I would have played that. I did dance. I did do ballet. I wasn't someone who paid attention long enough. I had a teacher called Miss Fraser. And she used to say to my mum, like, oh, Bridget's got the perfect build because I was tall, I have a long neck, I've got long limbs and was graceful. But I had the attention span of a fish. I was like, what? I wasn't there at all. And then one day I said to my dad, I don't want to go to ballet. He was like, okay. And he just never took me back. My dad was a sucker. If I just said I didn't want to do something, he'd be like, okay. No fight. How tall am I? I don't know how to equate it in feet, but I'm 173 centimeters tall. And meter 7'3". Do I have a cat or a dog? I have 2 dogs. They are our ex-roommate's dog and my partner's dog, Rufus. He had him before he had me. All animals have feelings and we must not hurt them. Yeah, and it would have been a reaction based on how I was feeling, not necessarily how he was acting. He was pissed off that I was in a bag that he's not allowed in. Naturally, being a bird, if I'm doing that and he's not allowed, he sees that as unfair and so he reacts accordingly. Because of this channel, I found some of the same seed cubes on Temu, on Amazon. Get the seed cube, it's way better. It's safer. The seed cubes are made of safe materials for birds that won't leak into their food. The Temu ones are made of crap. Don't get the Temus. Don't support Temu. Why are you supporting Temu or Shein? Or Amazon, actually, but I can't really say much on that because I buy quite a lot of stuff from Amazon, but it's tax deductible then. I play volleyball. Cool. I was sucked at volleyball. Just say 6 feet, Beetle. I'm not 6 feet though. I'm tall, but I've got legs for days. Slay tall girly, yes. I'm not like that British woman. Gosh, what's her name? Maddie. She's like, close or tall lady. I love her. I follow her on TikTok. She follows me too. And every now and again, she's just had a baby. And every time I see her, I'm like, oh, she's the best. And I love how she talks. She's a doctor. Oh, I love her. I play volleyball and softball. I used to play softball in high school. And then I stopped because I messed up my knees. I'm also hypermobile. And so running is not an option for me anymore because my knees will fully dislocate. I'll be like, no, not around here. Him enjoying himself in the background. Yeah, just snacking on his. No, he's just brooding. Can you bring your dog in so we can see him? No. It's cold outside. He is sleeping. And we don't let the dogs inside. They're outside doggies. You're both awesome. I'm from England. I might go outside soon and see them though. It's like fully raised now. He got me good. He's given me a black eye before, just out of. It's a bit of strength there. Hey, would you like to come here? I broke my middle finger in September. I didn't know until 2 weeks later. I needed surgery, no pain, just sore. Wow. Wow. How do you not know you broke your finger when you're just like, oh, I'm used to it? Women tend to play down their pain. Has your toe healed fully? His toe hasn't even. It's been a week. A week. It will take at least 3. Is it cold in Australia? It's so hot right now in Texas. It's chilly. I've got the heater on. This is what it looks like outside. Like it's foggy. That's not the sun. That's fully cloud and fog. Ham's doing fine. Ham's dramatic. Ham has been given. I need to get you in the shot somehow. He's He's hiding. He's ignoring me. What are the sparkles? I don't understand the concept of the stickers. What do they do? They're very pretty. Appreciate them for sure. Looks like he's sleeping. He's not. He's just staring into the abyss. Would you like to come out? You're going to be cool. Step up. No, if you're biting me, you're not coming out. And that's how you discipline. You don't whack them. You don't tell them off. You just simply deprive them of the thing that they want. He's not sleeping. He's brooding. A 10-pound kettlebell fell on it. Oh, ow. He's plotting world domination. He's plotting an escape. Are you sleepy? I think they pay you when they send sparkles. You don't have to do that. Asking me questions in the comments does way more than that. He said no thank you. No, he said no thank you, then bit me. Is Ham good with education? Yeah, he's fine. He loves this thing. Loves it. Yeah, he's fine with the wrapped perch. It's like nothing happened. He's just dramatic. What's so awesome about Vegemite? Now see here. It's not about the Vegemite. And it's not about liking it or disliking it. It's about what the Vegemite represents. It represents a lot of childhood memories. It represents Vegemite vegan. I'm actually fairly sure it is. I'm fairly sure it's made from the proteins from oats. It's incredibly salty. The whole idea is that you are sparing. People put it on like across that piece of toast. No wonder you're not going to like it. Might as well just put acid on bread. Sparingly. And it's about the butter. It's about the butter. You have a piece of toast that's fresh out of the toaster. And you slather that with Western Star butter. And you let that melt into the bread. And then that is when you start to add the little bit, pea-sized amount of Vegemite, and just, it's a garnish out on top. And it creates these little bread broly bits on the top because the bread pills. Scrape it across it all. Cut it into a triangle. Triangle. That first bite and makes edge pieces taste good. It's salty. It's the savory. I miss Vegemite. They don't make a good gluten-free one. Oh. Would you like to come out now then? Maybe? Step up. No? Well, I gave you the option. I'd like that pointed out. I'll leave the door open. You had me at butter. You lost me at Vegemite. Just have butter then. God. No one's forcing you to eat it. I think that's where people get lost. No one's forcing you to eat it. You either like it or you don't. No one who likes Vegemite is going to go, you have to eat it. Just eat it. Or don't. It's up to you. She'll be right. She'll buff. Yeah, nah, your mum's your dad. It's fine. To catch up on some of these. Agree to disagree. 1-to-1 ratio. Butter Vegemite. Sure. Oh, here we go. See, and this is why I don't believe him when he says he has a sore toe. Because I offered him a way out. Hello. How's Ham? Is he cured yet? No, but he's just dramatic. See, I want to eat it, but America has no culture, aka food. Yes, you do. You have glucose in everything. So And you love your corn. Americans love their corn. You guys love your corn. I don't know what it is about it, but just the cornbread. Yeah, it's just amazing. You do have culture. It's a staple. That's it. Corn syrup, everything. Corn and syrup. That's it. Candy canes and corn. Cotton-headed ninny muggins. Tell you what. It's got the juice. Oh, yeah. It's got the juice. Couldn't imagine a more beautiful thing. You guys love your corn. Yeah, exactly. And corn, look it up. There's genuinely no nutritional value to human beings. You are eating a filler. It's got nothing good about it. There, be in it. Talk to your people. They want to talk to you. What does this say? If you had trained him from the start, Ham would have been willing to travel 5 minutes to work every morning, spend the day in the office with you, and come home every night. I don't go to an office, so there's that. And we wouldn't allow that in retail when I did. How's your health? Mental health? That's funny. I should do a PO box opening, actually. I think I've got a few packages I need to go get. Marmite. Yeah, I have Marmite. Anyone have Promite? Ali, my sister, who lives with us, loves Promite. You can identify an American just by testing one hair on their head. The corn DNA can be found on our scans. Here's Archie. Hey, mate. He's just watching the fence. He can't see anything and the fence isn't see-through. So he's here like, I'm guarding the house. Tell them the corn needs Vegemite. You know, corn would taste pretty good with Vegemite on it. Not the corn DNA. Boo. Now, I now need to move to New Zealand. I'd move to New Zealand. It's so pretty there. It's gorgeous in New Zealand. I'd move to Wanaka. I'd live in Wanaka. Do your dogs always stay outside at night? Yes. They do. Pixie sticks used to give us a headache. Ugh. I only learned what a pixie stick was like a year ago. I'm still learning about American candy and how much of it you guys have and the different kinds. I only knew about the basic three, which was like candy corn, peanut butter cups, and Twizzlers. And I was like, wow, they got so many. Turns out that's just scratching the surface. Archie, we just named our new parakeet Archie. Oh, that's cute. I call him Archibald because he's a gentleman. He's never a gentleman, but I think it's funny. I want to build a house with pink lumber. Do you mean wood? Just say wood. Lumber. It's a very American way of saying it. With pink lumber. Candy corn was on that list. You guys have a very big obsession with Halloween that Australia doesn't quite have. And so candy corn being like the thing where you're like, you got to have your candy corn on Halloween. It's like, okay. We don't know what that means, but okay. And I only recently tried it. It tastes like rubbish. That's a favorite candy of yours? But they're not even on the well-liked list. Oh, what's on your well-liked list? What's the top 3? Peppermint Hershey's Kisses. We've heard about Hershey's Kisses. Hershey's doesn't fly here in Australia. We have Hershey's flavored things here in Australia because obviously, you know, there's people who do like it, but Hershey's is one of those chocolates that has the additive in it that imitates the same sort of acid that's in people's stomachs. And so some people can taste it and are disgusted by it, me included. We're a very Cadbury based country, I think. If you've got candy corn on Halloween, you've had a very unlucky Halloween. How often does he snuggle Mo during the day? When I can get him calm enough and he's not being a dick. He's starting to settle down now, but he's still pissed off. I don't know if you'd be able to tell, but you see how fluffy his head is? That's not from being chilled out. That's from being annoyed. Hershey's does taste like vomit, yes. Ketchup chips here in Canada. Cadbury is owned by Hershey's, isn't it? I don't think so. Yeah, it's the protein. That's right. I thought it was the acid. Your American accent is right on. Well, every pop culture movie that we know of is either English or American. Oh, see, he knows they're in there. And this is why he's in a bad mood because he can't have what he wants, which is my loops. They're in. Why is he pissy? It's just the side of the bed he woke up today. Probably is a little bit hormonal, actually. It's not molting season, though it is winter, which is their breeding season. Can't win with them. Old Cadbury, not the new temperature resistant stuff, is palm oil. Yeah. Palm oil makes me feel sick. So there's some chocolates that I can't eat anymore. Just simply, I've got a very sensitive stomach nowadays. Can you tell? Holy crap. Is it too late? I'm going to ask a dumb question. How's the toe? How's the toe, Ham? You want to tell them? Yeah, good. I want to know what poutine is. What's poutine? Looked it up. They're owned by Kraft. Hershey doesn't own licensing to buy, sell Cadbury here. Ham's camera shy. No, he's pissed off. He's not camera shy today. He is indignant. You're arrogant. Snickers, Milky Way. I can eat a Milky Way, I'm fairly sure, because it's gluten free. But I can't eat a Snickers. But I do love a Snickers. I did love a Snickers and Mars bars. They were good. Australians are nearly as good as us Brits when it comes to swearing. You're plucking right we are. Oh, did you guys see the comments on that video that I did where Ham was in his cage? And I was like, you're on plucking thin ice. And I had people absolutely raving at me because they're like, you used to not swear and you're suddenly swearing all the time. Not one swear word was uttered in that video. And I had to like literally comment below people. And one of them, what was their name? Was like Donna. I was like, not one swear word was uttered, Donna. Use your ears. And she's here like, I heard it. You're like, just because you can hear it doesn't mean it's right. And I think, what did I say? I was like, I'm not going to argue with you if you're just going to play deaf. Like, if you're determined to be indifferent, then that's fine. I'm not going to play. Plucking is a swear. Well, apparently, some people have taken it, like, their brains have developed further because it's obviously meant to imply a swear word, sure. But the idea is that it's family friendly. It's not swearing, but it's also ham related. Plucking, it's like bird, right? Clutching my pearls, yeah, right. And it was so funny because the amount of people that were like, you're suddenly swearing a lot in your videos. I used to show my kids this, but I can't anymore because of you swearing. And it was like, it's not swearing, but okay, if it is up for your interpretation then. Who plucking cares, Donna? That's what I said. I was like, Donna, freaking go touch grass. If this is what you think is swearing, you need to go on the public bus and figure it out because believe me, this is a safe space. Oh, that was an excellent cup of coffee. I might go get another one actually. Exactly. Oh, I just thought if this is the worst video you've seen today, you're on the wrong side of the algorithm. She was looking for a fight. And I was like, mate. I find it so funny when people try to make a fight over a video with a parrot. And people will. They're like, this is ridiculous. And you're like, it's a bird saying what do we? Build a bridge and get over it. Yeah. 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 Get him riled up. You guys drink coffee. Nothing wrong with swearing. There is nothing wrong with swearing. It's what it implies. It's because of the heaviness in which people place behind it. Swearing means nothing as long as you make sure it means nothing to you. A word has as much of a chokehold on someone as you let it. No one can make you inferior without your consent. No one can offend you without your consent. If you decide that you are offended by something that someone said on the internet, that is your problem. Love your videos. Thank you. I'm getting all political now. Who knew? I've got me slippers on. I've got me thumper slippers on. We're here to slap some pluck and nipple. Precisely. Yes. Yeah, he's matching my mood now because now I'm getting pissed off. You know the word sugar, honey, ice, and tea? I might even get banned on here. You know the word shit? That's an acronym. That's not even a word. It was like sewage in Headway Transit? It's an acronym. Someone look it up. Be dropping bombs over here. I'm offended. Oh. When someone says I'm offended, it actually triggers something in my head where I'm like, oh, I want to push you over the edge now. Like, I could do it better. How long is Ham's tail? Days. Yeah, I think it was ship high in transit. No, it was like sewage. It was the transit, like it was the transition of sewage somewhere. I looked up Hershey. Someone else look up this one. Yeah, it's an acronym. SHIT is an acronym. It's not a word. And so when people are like, you're swearing, you're like, you are uneducated. How's his foot? Fine. He's here faking it. His foot is broke. Like his toe is broken, but he's acting like it isn't. So, yep. So, and I was supposed to make a whole video last week, but I couldn't. Sugar honey iced tea. Yeah. Super high intensity training. Yeah. For what? He's so dramatic. He is so dramatic. And he bit me. He bit me here. It's like bigger now. Can y'all see that? On my scaly ass face. What kind of parrot is Ham? Ham is an Indian ringneck parrot. People my words so that what is bad and it's impolite. Sure. I think swearing has a context. I think there's nothing wrong with swearing. It has a rightful place. You have a beautiful face. Oh, thank you. It's just been bit. He's just mad. It's not his fault. The worst he can do to me is like nip my face when I could literally sit on top of him and squash him. It's okay. He was mad to bite you. It didn't bother me. There's a time and place to say you're triggered or offended. Like control it. Yeah. As an Australian, I'd die if I couldn't swear. You'd just spontaneously combust. You also get really creative when you can't, I find. I find it funny when people put like nonchalant, non-offensive words in the place of like where there obviously should be something super offensive. Such a warm, welcoming person. Oh no, that sounds so sarcastic. But like when people, obviously when people, have you seen that video? It's like people catching a couple cheating. And she's like, you lit liquor. And she says something in the words of something else, but it's not a swear word. And it just hits so much harder. Like mother plucker. It's just that little bit of a, I'm not going to swear, but you know what I mean. Whoa, did the finger get you hardware? No, he's just pretending it's not sore. I think he's just getting, I think it is actually getting better. He just doesn't care anymore. I think he's just dealing with the pain. That's cute. It's nice that he checks in. Does Ham ever yell at birds outside? He judges them. He sits on the windowsill sometimes and he looks at them and he's like, and then he'll like talk smack to himself. You ever heard a bird like do like the full like, yeah, it was a gum ad. That's right. Fun fact, movies have stupid swearing restrictions. Yeah. 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 Exactly. I've forgotten. No, I'm talking about your ring finger. Oh, still empty. He hasn't got long. He's only got until what's now? May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. He's only got 8 months. How long does he need to be on the anti-inflammatory? 2 weeks. So he's got 1 week to go. And he's still doing this stuff without hesitation. Like he's not even guarding it or anything. Everybody swears, and keeping your children from hearing the words doesn't mean that it's using it around them in situations. I find it so funny when kids swear in context and swear correctly in context. Saying it out loud, they're just testing a boundary and they hear like, oh, and they laugh at mum and dad get pissed at them and blah, blah, blah. But when you hear a kid in context say a swear word, that's correct, well placed and everything, you have to give them a round of applause. You have to be like, dude, that was so funny. You can't say that all the time, but that was funny. Give them cred. Does Ham pluck his tail? No, he does not. He cleans it meticulously. Does he pretend to be worse when he knows you're watching? Yes, and when he's been in his cage for too long. But he has to be in there. But now that I've been letting him out a bit more freely, he's been going in there willingly. I've taken the restriction off to be like, this is not a punishment. Someone asked me, like, do you really punish him? And I'm like, this bird has never been punished in his life. Actually, he's been put in his timeout zone for no good reasons, for being naughty, but he's never been punished. You can't give a bird a smack. Kids can have perfect comic timing. Oh, and that's the kind of thing that creates really good, like funny people later in life. The ones that were given the free will to explore language like that. My 2 parrots were outside today and suddenly they both went quiet, twisted their heads and both focused on the sky. Turned out that was a eagle. Yeah. They have very good eyesight, birdies. My dog got stolen. Oh my God. These horror stories. 6 years today. Good God. That's insane. I just went on a 6-year adventure. Ow. He is there. He's just being a dick. Did you see mine? I don't know, maybe. My daughter was little. She would only spell out swear. And it's weird what people like. I used to get punished from like my dad would like. It was weird. My dad was a FIFO worker, so he was like home for a month, away for a month, home for a month, away for a month. So he had no idea how to punish us like consistently. It was just moments. Like if something he didn't agree with, he'd say, he'd be like, "Go to your room," and it was like, why? Especially like stuff we were okay around mum. Like I remember saying once, because in Harry Potter, you know how Ron says bloody hell? I said that. I was like, bloody hell. And he went, go to your room. And I was like, why? And I said that outright to him. Like, and I'm also the eldest daughter. So I had no trouble pulling up Paulie for anything. I was like, why? And he's like, you said bloody hell. And I was just like, bloody hell. And I'll say it again. It's in Harry Potter. What do you want from me? Like, yeah. Interesting. And like, go to your room was so funny because it was like, oh, I'll go to my room where all my toys are. Oh, look who it is. It's the ham in a box. I remember when the naughtiest word I knew was bum. Does anyone remember what age they were when they heard the C bomb for the first time? I was 12. I remember hearing it, and my little sister told me. My littlest sister told me. And I thought she was kidding because I was like, that doesn't sound like a swear word. I had not heard it in context. That crap can blow. Whew. I'm out of breath from talking so passionately about this. You get me on a subject that I know a bit about and I'm excited about talking about. I grew up in a Christian household and my mom would say, God bless it. That's tricky because she's not using the words, the Lord's name in vain. She's in fact using the Lord's name in the place of something vain. That's clever. I'm an American, the C word is far and away the worst according to our culture. Yeah, you guys have an interesting measurement of what's good and bad in terms of your culture. That's not a dig. That's simply an observation, looking out and looking in. Like there's some things you guys seem really okay with, and then other things you're like, whoa, that's where you draw the line. Interesting. I can tell. I love your enthusiasm. You look like you're really good at swimming. I am. I am good at swimming. I was so good at swimming. I got lats, mate. I was so good at breaststroke. I did swimming and was age champion. I am. And that's such a compliment though, because you ever tell someone they don't look like they're good at swimming? That's like a blow to the soul. This is what happens when you caffeinate me. Do you have ADHD? I do. Oh, is there a lack of ring on this finger? You bet your ass I do. You bet your ass. If you were able to get another bird, would you continue a Shakespearean theme? I don't know. I'd have to meet them. I think I'd stick to an English an English literature theme. Like I've got my favorite writers. Shakespeare just happened to be one of them. And at the time I was doing Shakespearean at university and studying it and was really good at it. I was so good at it. I understood phonetics. I'm excellent at phonetics. I can write people's name in phonetics. It was like one of the only things I was like really good at. And that's where the TISM came in. But yeah. Take care of your brother and make it talk to you. But what? Take care of your brother and make it talk to you. That's obviously got something to do with something else. You're really beautiful and sweet. I'd love to marry you, but I think you'd probably say no. That's very sweet of you. I would most definitely say no. Not because you weren't nice, but because I'm already taken and I already have someone I'd say yes to. I learned you can't use the word toilet in America. Why? I know you guys say I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. Use the lavatory. Just use the word toilet. There's nothing wrong with the word toilet. You can fly with like ham those lats. I've got muscles. You can't see them right now because they're under a layer of squidge. That's because I'm putting chocolate milk in my morning coffee. I'm dressed for the gym. I will actually be, like I'm in full like leggings and everything. I'm dressed for the gym. I'm just not there yet. I've had a migraine for 2 days. Leave me alone. I'll get there. What's considered the worst Aussie swear? You see, that's champ. That is. Someone uses the word champ to you, it's not in a way that's positive. What are you up to, champ? Kill me. Instead of saying Jesus, I always say Jesus. That way you won't get in trouble. Why is every Bridget I've ever met been a fantastic swimmer? It just comes with the name. Bridget, aka can swim. I'm behind on comments. I know. I'm just trying to catch up with them because people get mad at me when they're like, you didn't see my comment. So many of you were commenting. Give me a meanie. What is your favorite Australian food dish? Did you have to say food dish instead of just dish because of Demi Lovato and she was just like a coffee mug? It depends on the day, the meal. I don't know. I love a cheese toasty, like a ham cheese tomato toasty. That's got to be up there. What would you guys call that? A grilled cheese. I love a grilled cheese, but we don't do it with soup. That's weird. We just have the cheese on toast. Get a duck, name it Duck Beth. What is Grey fella called? Hamlet. And he's blue. ADHD is rough. Constant. Yeah. Yeah. I see a kinesiologist for the constant fight and flight in my brain. And yes, the word kinesiologist is a real word. It just sounds like someone is pronouncing like kinesiologist wrong, like the silent K, but no. Your opinion / experience. It's the most difficult lifestyle restriction to deal with having a pet bird. Having a job away from home. that is restricting. Having no time to spend with them. Working from home is the best thing with having a bird. Having to travel, because they're hard to travel with if they're not trained. G'day, mate. I can imagine you being a great teacher with your energy. I imagined it, but the thought of dealing with kids and their parents floored me. I was like, hell nah. I suck at receiving criticism in person. Lol, I'm American. Oh, wait, I'm trying to catch up. American, definitely say toilet here. Depends where. You guys are a big country and you like to really, speak about that. We're a wide nation. We know. Sort of cat is that? A blue one. It's considered vulgar. Lots of things are considered vulgar. They say restroom. Toilet is crude. It's a functional area in which to do your business. It's not crude. I was about to say machine. It's tool. Y'all. Every YouTube channel I like is neurodivergent, and that's on me. No, it's not. That's just what makes us interesting. Have you noticed the ones that aren't neurodivergent are just freaking boring? I have. Because Americans found it offensive. Yeah, what don't they? Again, please don't take this as like I hate you. I don't. I love you all very, very much. I find you fascinating. Fascinating. And it's amazing what's stuck with us in Australia of your culture. Yeah, that we don't realize. We say peanut butter now. We used to say peanut paste. That's an American influence. Do you want to use toilets or double it for the next person? I don't know what you mean. What were those slippers? Oh, they're Thumper from Bambi. They're bunny slippers. And I got my sister Eeyore ones. Eeyore. Ham giving side eye. Ham's just not feeling very good today, I don't think. Have you thought about being a speech therapist? Being good at phonetics. I did think about it. But the thing is, being a speech therapist puts you in a position of correcting people. And I hate being corrected. I like being proven wrong. I hate being corrected. Like if I used to say asked instead of asked. You hear the difference? Asked. It's like saying asked and asked, like pronouncing it. And my voice teacher, when I was asking a question, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. And halfway through the question, when I said the word, she kept asked. And it was just the ultimate, like, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're listening to how I'm saying it. And that's annoying. And that just cuts down people's confidence. And I don't want to do that to people. I'm sure I wouldn't do it that way. But there's something in that would, I feel like I would abuse that power. And I shouldn't have that power. Champ. Wow. Yeah. Champ. I'm so behind on comments. I'm catching up. Americans don't find toilet offensive. Like a sim. Oh, I wish I knew the context of that comment. I wish I were a bird in your cage. That sounds weird, but okay. Yeah, put tomatoes on ham, grilled cheese sandwiches. Well, you're missing out. Ham's fine. He's in a bit of a bad mood today. I think he feels a little bit sick. It's occurring to me now that he's probably not feeling very good. That's why he's keeping himself secluded. And that's okay. It always amazes me how different food and dishes are named in America, Britain, and Australia, especially eggplant, aubergine. None of names make any sense. The way Genie threw the box. I know he's just been skulking. Yeah, but you're okay. I've been trying to live stream like once a week. It's just bordering on the sound of creepy now. If I were a bird or a parrot in a cage, I would have the chance to watch you every day. It's just getting a bit weird now. What kind of bird is that? A blue one. Americans don't say I'm going to the toilet, going to the bathroom, I have to go potty. Yuck. Sorry, this is something really icky about that. I have to go to the potty. Are you 4? Me too, and I agree with you, B. Last time Hamlet learned a new word phrase. Woo! That's his most recent new one. No kangaroos in yarn today. No. I'm offended you're not truly offended by us. I'm offended by very little. Very little. I'm an American and think thanks to politics, we have a lot of soft people nowadays. I wouldn't say that. American, thanks to politics, we have a lot of soft people nowadays. I think you have an imbalance in education, and therefore you don't have people in the know. And then you have others who use that against others, therefore creating a very different hierarchy in terms of knowledge. You don't use education as a way to educate and let people know something. You use it to hurt people. Use education as a weapon. You don't use it as a way of creating peace. How's the foot? Oh no, please. Hate on America, we suck right now. Do Australians use bidets? Hell yeah, we do. I bought one for our bathroom. Quite literally, for the sake of the fact that I was like, bathroom time should be sacred. I will do everything I can to make sure I'm clean. All the best to you and him. Hello, everyone. Always wander around the world. Doesn't. What? I have to catch up. Let me read some of these. What time is it where I am? It is 10:53, so it's about to be 11 a.m. I think peanut paste sounds more accurate when no sugar, very little sugar is added. We don't add sugar to our peanut butter. A middle school teacher forced us to ask, may I use the restroom if we asked? Can I use the... But I don't know, can you? No, it's irritating. Man, I loathe when people say axed instead of asked. It's just the sound in the back of your... It's the soft palate with the hard palate. Asked. It literally rolls in your mouth like asked. And comes out the front with it. Asked. That's like, oh, worst thing, interrupting. Yeah, and your train of thought gets messed up. And puts onions on her toasties. Yum. Yeah, the thing is I was in drama school, and so they were literally trying to teach us how to speak. The Australian dialect is quite often butchered by different areas of the world. And so it's not just one accent. We have so many accents. Grilling your sandwich, it seems like tomato would slide out. It's where you put it in amongst the cheese with a piece of ham on top. Is Ham my first bird? No, he's not. He's my second. A wounded bird is a burden for the folk. He's not finding it very much now. I think he does feel a little bit unwell. I got to give you some chops. So you're not just eating that. Time to take the trash troll out. What? Huh? Huh? What parrot species is your favorite aside from ringneck? Eclecticus. Eclecti. Does Ham like your partner? He's grown on him. I love you more knowing you use a bidet, B. Well, if you're going to clean something up, you don't use a dry cloth to clean up something wet when there's residue. My face is itchy still. I've still got a reaction from being glutened. That's why I've got all of these little bumps on me. That was from him biting me this morning. His toe is okay. I think I can take these out now, actually. Since Ham is not screaming, I might take one out. I've had my loops in. I find it strange that Americans say what they see loudly. Yeah, there is a commonality of what's the word? Narrating what's in front of them. Like I've got chills. That's crazy. I'm sweating. No one needs to know that. Again, don't take this personally. It is an observation. That's my favorite. Oh, especially when people, especially when other influencers online do like oh my God, no, wait, for what? You can cut that out. You're making a video. We don't have to wait for anything. Unload the package. Tell us your discovery. Oh my God, wait, why am I scared? Why am I scared? Why are you scared? You're unboxing something, you're not going to war. Calm down. It's just interesting. Can I ask you a question? Is the point. It's the whole point of the live. As an Aussie, would you say your accent is posher than a New Zealand? A New Zealand accent isn't unposh. That implies that you want to come out, baby? Hi, darling. Are you okay? What are you doing? What do you want to do? You want to be up there? There you go. That is different. There's nothing unposh about a New Zealand accent at all. And there's nothing posh about an Australian accent either, unless you're from Sydney and you don't actually sound posh, you sound precocious. Yeah, they're great for migraines. These are great for migraines. Lol, you good. Be America is an interesting place. Yes, you're hilarious. I think influencer culture is not actually like most Americans. Okay. It's performative. I will say that. And it might be a slightly exaggerated version, but I don't think it's too far from the reality. When I talk about parrots, people get confused when I fed anything with wings chickens. Him's a chicken. Him's a chicken. Do you know how many siblings Ham has? I think he had 6. And that's not from like one egg. As in like the breeder. I wouldn't say he was bred ethically. Yeah. Hi, baby. Hello. Hi, darling. On YouTube, you're an excellent bird mom. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. Is Ham a bin chicken? He's not a bin chicken. He's a sink chicken. He's a shower chicken. He's a floor chicken. It's not a bin chicken. He doesn't hang out with the bins. Maybe I'll get another coffee. Would y'all be mad if I got up and did that? Could you watch Ham for a second while I did that? Yeah, I'll zoom in on him so you can look at him. Nope, you don't need to look at my speckledy forehead. Wet chimkin? Yes, he can be a wet chimkin. Lactose intolerant. Go ahead. Thank you. I will. I'm just gonna refill this guy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, no. It's okay. I'm just getting coffee. You can still see me, darling. Just here. I love you. You're mad. How's his foot? It's okay. It's getting there. Sorry to reintroduce my egghead. But I am answering the questions that he can't. Okay, all of them. Hamlet. Sorry. Hamlet, how is foot? Why are you such an amazing bird? That's his foot there that's hurt. He was just touching. I have a conure and he bites a lot. Ham isn't a conure. Do you have any tips? No, he bit me this morning. He doesn't bite me often. And so I ignore the bad and really reward the good. Ham seems like an absolute Chuck bossing life. Do you mean Bass? Chuck Bass? I never watched Gossip Girl. Never. It seemed a bit pretentious. Though I really considered watching it when I found out Kristen Bell was in it. She was Gossip Girl. How many times has Ham been in the forbidden room? Today? Like 4? Have you ever done the pretend to be dead thing in front of him? See what he would do. Yeah, I have. He just asks me what doing a lot and then walks away and then starts talking to the camera. Okay, here's this one. Sorry, I just fully sniffed in front of you guys. Toys enrichment for birds is good. Yes. I'm trying to eliminate some of those things though at the moment because it would require him to use his feet. I don't want him to use his feet right now. What days do you normally do lives? See, the live is called Pretend It's Wednesday because that's my goal is to have it on a Wednesday, but sometimes it's late on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or an early morning Thursday or for us, Friday. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you. You're also nice. Thank you. Coffee with protein chocolate milk is the bomb.com. Have really enjoyed your vlog and they have helped my recovery of heart attack last September. Holy crap, that's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. A heart attack, that's rough. When did I get ham? November 2018. We love you, B. Oh, thank you. I love you too. You guys make it so easy to make content. Like, as in, he doesn't make it easy, but you guys make it easy to make content for. Like, you give me a reason to do it, not just like, oh, I think this is a funny video. I'm like, no, they really like them. They like the videos. I prefer saying, but it's Irish cream whiskey. Oh my god. That's how you start your day. That's the coffee of champions. That is. You're having a big day if that's what you're having. What food do you feed him? Everything. I need to make him a new chop with some veggies in it. He hasn't been eating a lot of veggies this week just because I've been trying to really get him to eat his medication. Looking pretty as always, B. That's very nice of you to say. I don't feel very pretty at the moment, though I say that a lot. It's just how it is. But I'm coming off a gluten reaction. I was gluten the other day, and so I am going through the motions of living out the results of that. Yesterday I had a migraine. The day before that I had a big rash. It's only just going down now, but that's what this is. Across my cheeks. Not that bit. Hand bit me there. How old can ringnecks get? Like the oldest one I've heard of is like 48. Hi from Texas, USA. You bow-legged mother. Sorry, I won't say that. Just makes me think of Tita from Yellowstone. Do I follow any other YouTubers? Yeah, of course. Do you want to know my nerdiest one? And it's actually, I think, one of my favorite. It's a gamer, and his name's Pixel Riffs. and he does tutorials. He does the Minecraft survival guide. He does tutorials on Minecraft, and he taught me everything I know about Minecraft just because of him. And that's how I became obsessed with it. Except your text that you lost me there. Well, I can't win them all. Yes, Teeter. Teeter! You bow-legged motherfucker. Don't know what you mean by that, but keep it to myself. Texan's accent is so impressive, actually. Is it Appalachian? Is that the word for it? Minecraft, such a millennial. Mate, I'm the first year of a Gen Z. First year of a Gen Z. I don't really care. I never played Minecraft. I didn't start playing it until I was older. I didn't start playing it until I was like 24. And it was simply because I needed something to do with my hands and I was having like a mental breakdown. I was like, I need something to do. And my sister's boyfriend at the time showed me and I was like, you can make anything? You can make anything? Do I follow Beakabeak? Of course. I got a message from her yesterday asking me, like, just, I should take a screenshot of it. She was like, is Hams a foot guy? I was like, Hams is indeed a foot guy. And she's like, I have to send you some feet pics of Ducky because Ham loves Ducky. It was so cute. I have guinea pigs, not horses. Cool. They're very different animals. I'm from the South. Crazy. That's crazy. Appalachian. Appalachian? Have I said that wrong? Did I say it wrong? Tell me if I have. Lake. Is that with a CH? So is that with a ch or a k? Spell it out how it sounds. Not how it's spelled, how it sounds. Phonetically. You don't have to use the phonetic thing. Not that you would, but do I follow Beakabeak? Yes. You know who my favorite YouTuber is? Jenna Marbles. I love her. She's all I ever wanted to be growing up. Appalachian. 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 Did I say it wrong? Wait, I have to say it in American. Appalachian. Appalachian? 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 Have I said it wrong? I grew up in the South in Virginia. That's where George Washington's from. Virginia. Pronounce Appalachian. That makes more sense. Appalachian. You got it. Okay, thank you. I've just got people telling me the same thing. I'm like, I just need to know how to write. Why is he up at 4 a.m.? Because it's not 4 a.m. here. It's 11:09 a.m. Who is that creator? He has a wife called Shelby, and he's like, Shelby, what are you doing? Where are they from? They're Southern of some kind. Hi, baby. No. I'm in the UK. Excellent. I always say it with a cha sound, like you would say, what you doing? Yeah. Hamlet looks like a fluffy bird. I think he's chilling out a little bit now. That's a good Georgia accent. I do love Georgia. Sounds a little bit more sweet. Sounds more acidic, actually. Shall we drink your juice? Where's my mustard? It kind of Wednesday yesterday. Well, it's not Wednesday at all here. It's Friday morning. Pretty dang good. Depends on where did I learn my Southern accent? Sweet Home Alabama, that movie. And it was watching Reese Witherspoon go from like her American accent that she had obviously turned off her Southern so she could fit in with the New Yorkers to then Tony and Ryan. Yes, I love Tony and Ryan. To hi, honey. How's the family? He's like, nice to see you got your accent back. Backrooms movie tomorrow. You gonna watch it? I don't know what that is. Have you seen the YouTube shorts? Lovebird named Prince. Yes, and his beautiful owner is currently struggling with being very unwell. I believe she has cancer. You're funny though. Thank you. Thank you. I have to be while he's sick and annoyed. I'm in Alabama and she's originally from Tennessee. Yes, I did know that. She gives off Tennessee vibes. Not that I know what they are. I'm here like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm not from America. How would I know? I just know from movies. Your accent's very good there. I like them. Thank you. They get me out of situations that I'm not comfortable. That's what I do when I'm God, that's so small as well. Oh, thank you. Like at home, like say for instance, I have to say something really mean to Steve. Like, if you leave your shoes out again, I'm gonna put them in the bin. He's like, oh, and I'm like, I mean it. I'm real pissed. I'll kill you. I'll fart in your pillow and you get pink eye. Yeah, it gets real hillbilly. Mm. My grandma's. Now I can't get out of it now. My grandmother's cockatiel loves dancing with his reflection. Wait. Gowron Noon is Irish and does a killer American accent. I don't know who that is, but I want to. Random talents. Yeah, that's my useless talents. That's why I couldn't get a job. I could. I was really good at faking it. A Boston accent's not hard. You just gotta pretend you're what's his name? Ben Affleck in Good Will Hunting. What are you doing here? No, that's New York. What's it? Oh, the bear. A bear. What's a bear doing? I think I get the Boston accent and the New York accent really mixed up. Good Will Hunting. Oh my god, such a good movie. I love that movie. How about them? Park your car. Park your car. Park your car. Boston accent doesn't sound too far from an Australian accent too much because the R's are different. They're very similar to Australians. Wow, the way I just said Australian sounded really Australian. I can really put it on. I sound more Australian when I'm putting on an Australian accent than I actually do. Ham, look down, like B, are you making weird noises? Yeah. Boston is softer and lighter than New York. I'm walking here. Isn't that American? Isn't that American? Isn't that New York? Like, hey, I'm walking here. Hamlet is the ultimate floof. He is. Look at him. Hi, darling. Would you like another snack? Can I get you a piece of bread or something for you to chew on? I need to make you a chop. I'm dead. Don't die. I can sound like a really good, like, old grandmother from New York who's like a chain smoker and is pissed off with her family for not taking better care of her. Why do Aussies say so many vowels with such just a simple no? Because our mouths are lazy. Not in every way, but Jesus, Bridget. There's history behind it because our accent comes specifically from the English language. It's flatter English. So if even you look back 50 years, you'll hear that it's different already there than it is today because it's even then it's grown, it's different. A Christopher Walken impression. He has like a pause halfway through the last word. Where are you going? Yeah, shut that door. He just tried to go into the forbidden room. He's got the zoomies. Oh, I love the Green Bird Brigade. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Australian accent is a manifestation of the of the English accent, the Cockney English accent that's been flattened. So a Cockney accent is over the top. And if you squish it down and make it sound much more flat and use less words, use less mouth. Because you notice Australians don't really need to use their mouths a lot when we talk. Yeah. I go into history about this. This is what I was good at university. I could have been a voice teacher. I reckon I would have been good at it, but clients would have annoyed me. Does Pam poop everywhere? Not everywhere, but the main 3 places that I need to update it. Update it. I need to clean it. Update it. Will I ever come visit the USA? I will. When someone in particular is no longer in power, I definitely will. I would love to. You'll notice Americans, when they speak, you guys use your entire mouths to speak. You let the word resonate through your entire face. So when we have to use an American accent, it's so much more straining. And I'm exaggerating now, but even when you speak, you have like this. Oftentimes that's the Cali accents because it's sitting in the back. Sitting in the back. Anti-Trump here, huh? Yeah, I am anti-Trump. I will say that loud. I will say that proud. The guy is a clown. If I lose people over that, then that's not a loss, mate. From here in Australia, watching it happen, that's not a leader. That's a businessman who's got too much power. Jeez. We always end up here. We really do. I cried because she was so sad. Who? Who was so sad? Failed business. I'm sorry. You can't expect a man who's never lived like the average Joe to represent and pick the best for the average Joe. He's not even a good businessman. No, I said businessman. I didn't say he was a good one. Old mate's from freaking Shark Tank, wasn't he? Or wait, what was the show he did? Undercover Boss. All my conversations up here too. Can we see Ham? Ham! He was that's why I did it here, because he was zooming. Yeah, but unfortunately our 40-year-old career politicians have managed to commit so much fraud. Yeah. Probably never bought eggs in his life. Oh, Roar from the Great. I bawled my eyes out. He's figuring out that I've shut the door to my bedroom, and that's what he's working on. Aurora, that sweet girl. Don't go to the USA, they still get guns off the street. Yeah. I'm going to walk around thinking about using my entire resonating face to speak. You guys do. You'll notice that's why you guys notice sinus issues. You guys notice sinus issues sooner than any other place in the world simply because of how you speak. Because you speak with your faces, you speak internally, you speak here, you resonate with your entire. It's crazy. Does Ham have a girlfriend? Yes, her name is Ducky. You love her. You love her. I love how I saw the number drop after I said I didn't like Trump. That's hilarious. I hope you're left. Wait, what happened? I just came in alive. Happens. He's flying around. Here, you want to see him? This is. What you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'll take you with me. He won't sit still long enough for me to. He's on the door. How does German sound to you? I have a bit of a love for German. The German language, because I think it sounds passionate. People get really like into the like it sounds so angry, and I'm like, no, that's just your perceived perception. Perceived perception. I sound so pretentious. No. My partner Steve, his heritage is German. And yeah, I'd like to learn German, and so would he actually, because he's a second generation Australian from Germany. Third. Ginger Princess vlogs. Hello, Ginger Princess. I'm sad I missed the Trump hate. It was just me saying I don't like Trump, and people like either saying bye or they agree. That's it. That's all it was. Ethically. Oh. Yeah, I will not miss the Trump supporter if they leave. It's gone down raw. I love it. Get out. You will not find me in a bluebird enjoying the orange man. German has I know German doesn't have a great history. Dude, say so. But there's what was the first thing Steve said to me in German? He knows a couple words in German, and I asked him if he knew some words, and he said to me, and this was like the first couple months we were dating, and he was like, "Ich liebe dich." To which I was like, "Did you just say I have a leaky dick?" Like that was it. And then it wasn't until later that I realized he said "I love you" in German, and I was like, "Oh, well, isn't that the cutest thing?" And the fact that I had to find out myself. Hey, baby. Ooh. Dude, you good? Yeah. Shut up. Wait, I didn't catch up. I know the word pigeon in German. Sometimes the trash takes itself out. Yes, it does. You voted for this mess. Can't want to be quiet because you messed up. Yeah, well. That's the beauty of democracy and free speech. Changes them. Look at him. I proposed to my now fiance. She stims. What doing? Oh, that's really sweet. Cam votes blue, obviously. Except in Australia, blue is not what we vote for. Our colours are inverted. Yeah. Technically, we're red supporters, even though that would be classified as blue in America. If we were an American, we would be Democrats. We say it loud, we say it proud. From Georgia, USA, how is Ham's toe? Fine. He's just, yeah. I think he's sick of the confinement, and so he's doing everything in his little birdie power to not seem weak. Yeah, I'm just trying to bring you over so that the people can see you in the shot because they're not here just to see me, babe. Look, if there's just going to be fights in the comments, I'll just get rid of you. Can we please take Trump off the hands? No, we don't want him. Like, he still does this. He doesn't need to do this. Like, his toe just hurts, but only when he chooses it to. Are you stuck down? Oh, no. It's this one here, this toe. That toe, huh? Such a good boy. Yeah. Guard your washing. Guard it, sir. Right off camera. Yeah. Hey, baby. Yeah. How's that? I put my other loop down. I need to find it. It is a little bit cold. I have a jumper, actually. My needs my apple voice toe. He needs to finish the apple that he's got in there because it's medicated. Oh. That's fine if they irritate you. This is just not the place to talk about it. This is just not the place to argue about it. I have watched Rio. I feel like we're a different Rio duo. Like, she's way cuter and better looking. I'm just weird. Thank you. I appreciate that. When I lived in the US, I would cuss in German and Greece. It's all about context. We're here to focus about Ham's wants and needs. What are your wants and needs, baby? You want your toe to be better. You need me to back off, huh? Aw, thank you. I love you. I love you. You know what annoys me? I say that to him so much and every day, and that's one of the things that he hasn't learned how to say. And there's so many birds online that say I love you, and it's so cute. And it makes it seem like I don't say it every second of the day to him. Has he made any messes yet? Yeah. So many. Still got that loop in, so he screams, "Not offend me. They can't offend me. No offend." So cute. Bedtime. Oh, night night. You have a good sleep. Because squawk encompasses it all. Yeah, his what doing has different meanings. Like I am Groot. Any big autumn celebrations coming up? You're like, sorry. Did you ever accidentally step in poop today? Yeah. Yesterday? Yeah. All the time. Maybe just scream because I love you. Yeah. What was the question? No, we don't really have autumn celebrations mid-year. Mid-year is our winter time. If anything, that's our holiday time when we go skiing places. I really want Steve and I to go to New Zealand again because I really want to do snowboarding again because I was good at it. I got good at it. I could do it by like lesson 3. I was so proud of myself. And because Steve and I have both been working much more on our fitness this year, I think we'd both be better prepared. And Steve really got the hang of it by like the final lesson. He was so determined. Any updates with merch, sweatshirts? Oh, I'd keep an eye out. There is something that is actually coming now. And I don't just say that because I've said that so many times and then nothing's happened because we've had fallout. But no, the same people that made our plushies will be making an item for y'all. Is it cold for you where it is right now? Yes. Look at outside. My tripod just farted. That is fog and rainy weather. It's cold today, bit chilly. If I wasn't wearing a black shirt, you could see I was cold. But yeah. Hello, Chani. You and your bird absolutely gorgeous. Thanks. That's so nice. We've been referred to in the same sentence. That's so cute. He's sick of me. How do you get anything done with ham? You've been with us all morning. Have I done anything aside from get myself a second cup of coffee? No. So I don't get anything done. I'm an American who grew up speaking almost hybrid of German and English with certain family members. My grandmother used to tell me, "Du bist," I don't know what it is. A little flower. Oh, that's sweet. That's really sweet. Hey, baby. Ooh. Lucky, maybe here with hot weather. I'd want the hot weather back. Do you have kids or a boyfriend or husband? So I have Ham. Here's my son. I intend to have kids soon. Yes, that's my hope. Get on to jump, girl. I've got the heater on, slowly heating the house up. And I do have a boyfriend of almost 7 years, Steven, whose Ham still refuses to call dad, and that's okay. And I hope to be engaged this year. If I don't, then you'll be seeing a video that will be like, Steve's gone. Do you think it's the biggest mystery in life? The pyramids, God, gas prices. Oh, where men find the audacity. That's the biggest mystery, I think. Ham is waiting for it to be official. Yeah. Lamau, hey, don't blame you. He's almost 8 years old. Ham is. Does Steve watch your videos? Yes, he does. Sometimes. Steve spends a lot of time at work. He's a very hard worker. So the last thing he wants to do when he comes home is watch something. How long have I had him? 8 years. Nice one. Hope he treats you well and you get beautiful children. Thank you. I hope they get his tan skin and his very straight nose and his eye color. but my brain, though he's pretty damn smart. Actually, I just hope they're him. He's a wonderful person. We have pockets full of audacity, but he'll love us for it. Steve found a keyboard. He's in trouble. Hello from Texas. It's so great to see Catch a Potty feel like, oh, thanks. Ham will ensure that he will be the favourite. I really want to know how Ham will do with kids. Steve better involve Ham in the proposal. Should get a girlfriend for Hamlet. I don't know if I will. I might get a buddy for him, but I don't think I'll get a girlfriend for him. And my son, Konya, 6 months. They do, they follow you everywhere. Look how fuzzy he is. Look at him, his fuzzy body. He's so fuzzy. He wouldn't fly the ring over, he'd pull it apart. He'd somehow manage to damage it like a full diamond. He'd put a dent in it. How's his toe? He's holding it up right now, so I think it hurts a little bit. But he has had his anti-inflammatory medication, so he's probably feeling a little bit better than it did. He's being a quiet boy right now. Doesn't mean he's being a good boy. He's probably plotting. Will you accept a pats? No. To be perfectly honest, I genuinely don't give a single plucking shit about what that ring looks like. I'm not a girl who will be like, oh, I'm such a cheap date. I really am. I don't even need a wedding. I'd go to the courthouse and then spend the honeymoon traveling. And that's how he does it. He plots by looking innocent. So therefore you can't suspect. He's your parrot. Or is it a budgie? Freaking overgrown budgie. Overgrown, all right. The length of his tail goes all the way down there. Good night from Germany, B. Ich liebe dich. Hope Ham is doing alrighty. He's alright. He's holding his sore foot up right now. My coffee's nearly done. Again. Should get a jumper on. I'm cold. That's the way girls should be. Girls shouldn't be anything. Girls should be exactly who they want to be. Women should be who they want to be. There's nothing wrong with wanting a big wedding either. Ugh. There we go. Jumper's on. Guess we'll warm up now. Got married in my parents' living room, spent less than $500. We celebrated 30 years. Wow. Someone buy Hamlet's suit. Oh, thank you for coming. Does it mean when Ham's fluffy? That he's calm, but probably a little uncomfortable. His toe hurts and he's probably a little bit cold. That's why I've got the heater on. I wish I could put Ham in an outfit. I've not been able to successfully put anything on him. Ever. Got the midday yawns. You know how it gets to midday and no matter what you've done, even if you've done nothing, your body's like, you need a nap. Time for a nap. Hi, Ham from California. California! Here we go! My sister had a wedding. It cost, wow, $500 weddings, man. As I said to Steve, you know, the sooner you propose, the sooner a wedding happens. And the cheaper it'll be. Because the longer you wait, the more expensive they're going to get. It's on a nice little beach or a park. I'd actually really love to get married on Hamilton Island because there's a little church there that sits on top of the cliff that looks over. It kind of reminds me of the church in Mamma Mia. Oh my god, that song throwback again. I love the OC. Forget California, it's ugly and gross. Well, I've never been there, so I don't know. Tomorrow, I'm helping my bestie with more wedding prep. Her wedding is next month. I've been the maid of honor. Holy crap, that's hard. Being a maid of honor is hard. The 1 foot action's so cute. That's his sore foot that he's holding up. I'm from I love my comment section sometimes. It just goes so crazy. Like there's some people that are like, I'm from California, and then someone's like, I'm from Indonesia. And you're like, wow. Everywhere. Every place has ugly places and nice places, I'm sure. I live in Toowoomba. It's pretty dead and crap, but there's moments where it's beautiful. It's called the Garden City because come October, it explodes with the most amazing flowers you've ever seen. Alaska. Oh, Steve and I would really love to do a cruise to Alaska. Steve just wants to see a moose. From the deserts, dry, blech. What doing, Ham? Bridget, Steve? Steve's at work. Yeah, from Europe. Cool. Michigan. A Kiwi. Crazy. I work with a Kiwi. I went to New Zealand and you're all so nice. And I came home and the Kiwis that I know that live in Australia are so rude. Idaho. Washington State. Apparently, Washington has a very high crime rate at the moment. Damn, yes, the Toowoomba Flower Festival. Yeah, Carnival of Flowers. California has everything. Doesn't have snow. I think if I was to choose a place from, because I've never been to America, I think if I was to choose a place to stay based on what I've seen in terms of movies, pop culture, recommendation, I would love to stay in New England, New Hampshire. Do I recommend visiting Australia? Yes. How's it over there? Wonderful, expensive. Though if you're from America, your dollar is worth way more than ours. There is snow in some parts of California. That's the thing. I keep thinking of like LA. I'm not necessarily thinking you guys are referring to the entire state. We don't do that here. We don't refer to the entire state when we're referring to a place. We're referring to particular locations rather than a whole area. She makes me want to move to New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah. Best way to visit Alaska is 21 Glacier. Ooh, Glacier Cruise. It's all the caffeine. Seattle, not settle, is the coffee capital of the US. You need to come to Australia. We do coffee. Great. We do great coffee. Because there's so many states. Yeah. What, 52? Is that right? Yeah, I hear it's beautiful in the fall. I think I'm so into a view. I get like turned on by an excellent view and the serenity of a place. I don't care what it has. Like if someone's just like, oh, they got great casinos. I don't give a single pluck. I care that if I was to stay in an Airbnb, I could wake up every morning and feel like I was in a movie. 50 official. What are the two that aren't official? I don't know. I'm getting most of my information is probably a bit dated. My favorite show in the entire world is The West Wing. You'd like New England, yeah. Yeah. And that's why I like The West Wing. Because that's where Josiah Bartlett is from. Territories. We have states and territories. West Wing reference, yeah. Ever come to America? Let me know him. I don't know if we'd be able to bring him. Some count Hawaii and Alaska. Some don't. Sometimes they claim Peru. Anyone got that song in their head? First time in San Juan. capital of Puerto Rico. And I'd want to go to Roswell. Immediately was enchanted. The whole plane clapped when we landed. 50 states in Hawaii. Y'all got misinformation. Didn't want to do just tourist stuff. So I took the bus to Caguas. It's a wild place to vacation. Slot machines in the bus station. America will welcome you in hand with open arms. Thanks. Appreciate that. Alaska is the 49th. You actually have them numbered? They're actually numbered? You're not just like you, they have a specific number on the list? Hi from California, BTW. Hi. Massachusetts. Isn't that what Gilmore Girls is? Based? Google is amazing. So I've heard. Yep, as they became an official state. That makes sense. See, that makes historical sense. The West Wing is a great show. Ah, so what was the last state to join? I'm guessing Washington was the first. Delaware was the first. Very proud. Oh, Hawaii was the first, or Hawaii was the last. 1959. Wow, that's pretty recent. Delaware was the first. Hawaii was the last. Wow, Washington, D.C. is not in a state. No, I said Washington State, not Washington, D.C. Is that not what it's called? Isn't it the state of Washington? Named after George Washington? How's Sam's foot? He's holding it up right now. I think it's sore. Washington was not the first. The capital moved from Delaware later. Okay. Cool. There is a state, but it's separate. DC is a district. Washington State is different side of the country. Washington State on the west coast. The original colonies are on the east. Washington State is different from DC. Washington State, and then there's Washington DC. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, yeah, I'm going to give them a minute. High crime rate. That makes sense. When someone says they're going to DC, they mean Delaware, right? Is that what that means? This is good. I didn't know this. I love learning about this stuff. I'd much rather learn from the people from there rather than have to Google it. Though I can certainly Google it myself, worst case scenario, but being told about places is far more interesting. District of Columbia. Ah, crazy. Virginia. And that is where George Washington's from, Virginia. Wow, Un-American didn't know this. This is the best way to learn though, is in discussion. I love learning in discussion. I hate just being like told fact and then being like, you're wrong. And you're like, can we talk about it? Like, I want to learn by your experience, not just by blatant telling. Yeah, well, I want him to still feel included, but this is the best kind of healing is when he's still. And this is why I've been letting him out, so he's still in places. The idea of DC was that it would exist independent of states so that no state could influence the capital. Ah. Is that why y'all got the Fifth Amendment so it can be amended? DC is like Sydney, Washington State is like Perth. Right. Yeah, keeping pets still is easiest at the yeah, this is literally the best way though. While I talk, because they still feels involved. So this is helping. Y'all are helping him by having a chat with me. Philadelphia was our First Nations capital. Well, where did New York sit in that? I thought like Albany was where the revolution started. Or am I wrong? An entire amendment to give people in DC the right to vote. Wow. New York was the first capital. What type of bird is him? He's an Indian ringneck. He's got a sore foot. I only just got here. What is this all about? A wedding to Stephen Pose? No. I wish I could invite everyone to my wedding. Massachusetts is where it all started. Okay. Hi from Warn. Victoria. I knew it was going to be Australian if it was going to be a name like that. No. He's doing a crap right now. Did you hear it slap the ground? It's not as big as I thought it would be. Who cares about the US? How's the foot? I care. I care about the US as much as people are so easy to jump to their attack. I like understanding a place in order to, I don't know, make it easier to make an actual assumption rather than an uneducated one. He's very quiet. He's got a sore foot, but he's been a very good boy. He bit me earlier, so he's come pretty far from that. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Blah. I live in Sydney. I love the US too. I love learning about them because they're obviously one of the biggest influential countries in the world. And so it makes sense to know more. It's the same idea as like knowing more about your enemy. Obviously, they're not our enemy or anything like that, but knowing more about a place that is obviously having a lot of trouble within their own country gives one an objective reason to make better decisions, if that makes sense. New York is where the founding fathers put the money, Wall Street, while allowing the First Nations capital to put, yeah. And that is where Alexander Hamilton is buried. So Americans don't understand America. Yeah, which is a flaw in your education system, which sucks. So the first time seeing you. Oh, Netherlands. I'd love to go to the Netherlands. Is Ham going to be the best man? You mean the best ham? Oh, stop it, Bridge. Oklahoma. The cows for this is dwindling. What? Houston, Texas. His toe is not healed, but it's getting there. Not our enemy yet. See, talk like that isn't helpful. Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. That's what I say. I wonder sometimes if people around the world dislike Americans because of the tourists that visit the countries. Well, it doesn't help. Nearly all of the Americans that I've met while traveling, while not in America, have not given me the best impression, no. And there have been a fair few of them. My first encounter was when I went to Italy with my mum and dad and my sisters. And we met two Americans who were traveling. And one of the ladies, she worked for NASA actually. And I asked her outright, I was just like, I hear you work for NASA. And she went straight into like, are you good at math? I'm not good at math. And I was like, no, I'm better at English and other studies. And she's like, well, you wouldn't make it into NASA then. And it was just like the ultimate, like, that's not my question. And they were very loud on the tour, asking questions that had actually already been answered because they weren't listening. You can't just ask Steve. Can't you just ask Steve to propose? That's like asking someone to throw you a surprise birthday party. It's not a surprise then. What about New Zealand? You could move there too. I'd love to live in Wanaka. Oh, the crowd for Trump is dwindling. Oh, okay, not the cows. Hi from Chicago. Oh, Ham. I need the loop for this year. He's trying to go into the room. Often can't do an American accent for shit. Well, the thing is, all of the movies that I've seen, almost all of them, John Hughes films, actually, that's what I was raised on. Such a long tail for this. Yes, he does. I would love to draw a picture of you and Ham. I really enjoy painting and drawing. Go for it. He's just fine. Please remember, they do not represent the regular Americans. And that's what I mean. I know they don't. I think that's where people's opinions get askew because they take a small sample and assume that represents the entirety, which it doesn't. And that's why I stand where I stand, where I'm going, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. And it's a lack of education in a different aspect. Sorry, I'm just catching up while Ham's just got the zoomies. Oh, let's see. Good Americans can't afford to travel to Europe. And you can't say that either. What determines a good American? Small world, Kathy. I grew up in a suburb of Chicago. Wow. I'm ashamed of America as an American. And that's sad. Gosh, there's plenty of stuff that makes me ashamed as an Australian. A lot of it to do with race. We're a racist people. But I've also never met a bigger group of racist people on both sides. Like, there's racism everywhere. He's in my sister's room. I need to go get him. He's not allowed in there either. I'm trying to read all these comments. We should just concentrate on being good humans. Yeah, well, the problem is people care too much about doing that for others and governing the humans that are not good. Bring back natural selection, I say. In terms of just stop vaccinating the ones that don't want to be vaccinated. That's fine. I just have to get my other loop. I take that back. I didn't mean that. That sounds terrible. You'll figure out that you can't go in there. Hunger Games. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to that anyway. Have you seen the Met Gala? Looks awfully a lot like the Capitol to me. And celebrities are no longer professional actors. They're simply celebrities. They're just people that are awed, not necessarily because of talent, but because of status. Name a talent a Kardashian has. Hi, do you ever get surprised by what Ham says when he learns a new phrase? Yeah, all the time. Midnight Oil is good people. Yes, they are. Wait. How about the Emu War? Whoa. Don't get me started on the Emu War. So Americans, Canadians don't treat First Nations well. Ugliness can exist across humanity. And it does. Very similar to American Indians and Aboriginal culture. Money rules too much. If you have money, you get a bigger say. Those of us living paycheck to paycheck are kind and loving. Yeah, well, we have different appreciation. It's just a different way of living. You obviously care more about how people are going to treat the other because you depend on like the checkout lady to be nice to you and give you a fair go. Whereas, money is bigger than kindness. Seeing him makes me feel better. Let me go get him. What's your thought on AI? It's rubbish. Genuinely, I don't see one positive thing coming from AI. I actually see nothing positive coming from AI. Name one thing. Name one positive thing coming from AI. Where's the bird? Ham. Hold out here. Oh, there you are. Am I teaching Ham any new words? I'm trying. How long have you and your beau been dating? Nearly 7 years. I really want my ring. Mexicans and American Indians were the first people, and look how they're treated. Yeah, it's terrible. If you have anxieties, Jesus can save you. Jesus has got nothing to do with politics, and it shouldn't have anything to do with the say of how people should govern their lives. Religion has no right, genuinely. It can dictate your own life and how you do it, but it shouldn't dictate other people's and how you judge others. Religion has no right in politics. None. Even the fact that we swear on the Bible is ridiculous. I heard Chris Hemsworth is a big Hamlet fan. Would you? If Chris Hemsworth said he was a big Hamlet fan, I haven't heard it, and I'd love to. You arguing with him is hilarious. Yeah, well, he's funny. I have a budgie named Butter. Oh. What if AI can teach Ham to do dishes? He's a bird. He doesn't need to do dishes. I know there's other AI rather than Gen AI. I cannot stress this enough. I see no reason to have AI anywhere, especially the amount of energy and water it takes to run it. Keep it on topic. Stop pushing religion. It'll be. I used to create a worksheet. Special education students would enlarge. Just cool. AI is enabling thought. His foot is okay. He's getting there. He's had a bit of a rough morning. He's not feeling very well. 7 years, it's almost time for a ring. It was time for a ring 3 years ago. It's been time for a ring for the last 5 years. I have more than proven myself as a wife. AI pollutes everything. It does. It doesn't belong in medicine. It doesn't belong in politics. It doesn't belong in technology. It doesn't belong in engineering. So he's trying to take my. Oh. You can't have it. That's why I got the clear one so he couldn't see it, but he can. Is his toe feeling better? I think it still hurts. AI is not sentient. The term artificial intelligence suggests that it is. And I don't want to find out. I'm sure you wouldn't say that to a Muslim, though. Why would I need to? Are you making an argument for argument's sake or in representation of something you disagree with? Pick your battles, mate. Am I familiar with a YouTuber that has a bird named Beaker and his mate Tinkerbell and their daughter Ducky? Ducky is Ham's biggest crush. Beaky Beaker. We are their biggest fans. We love them very much. AI is a big source of misinformation, yes. I like when you catch him with the shoes and he tries to look innocent. He does. I totally agree. It has become internet slot. Yeah. I agree. 7 years is a long time. With my partner 12, going on 13. Wow. That's a long time. I've given him the ultimatum though. This year, if I don't get a ring, I'm out. I've more than waited my turn. I'm 30 next year. I'm 30 next year. I want to be 30, flirty, married, and thriving. Can he take some meds? I have medicated him today. Does Australia have common law marriage? I don't know what you mean by that. We have de facto. Steve and I are de facto at this point. I don't know what to do anymore. Happens. Would Ham be maid of honor? He'd be Steve's best man. Him is so cheeky. He is. Dear Lord, the people here. Hello. So much patience. You gotta. There's no point losing your cool. I'm sure your boyfriend, relatives, and family got the message. Well, I hope so. Yes, sir, Mr. Brian. Who's a good Tinkerbell? What are you doing, darling? We love Ducky. We love Ducky too. Spaces at all. People only talk crap about Christians, don't want Christian values. Dude, what are you trying to say? Religious values don't have space in democracy. They shouldn't have space in democracy. You're trying to start an argument about a different people and a different government. That's the thing. Everyone is entitled to their own religion and their own choices about their own self and their own body, but not to the greater mass. I don't talk crap about religion and I don't talk crap about Christianity. I just simply believe that a religious guideline doesn't apply to others, it applies to oneself. Big pancakes, big pan. What is it, good take a bow? Trying to have a relationship, marry them. Some dudes are trying to have a relationship and marry them, society's failing. Yeah, well, child marriage still exists. That's gross. I'm 30 last year. You're 31 this year. Yeah, I turned 29 this year. China's behind. I'm behind. I'm still scrolling. A girl has to think of it. Yeah, I'm fine. I got time. There's nothing more dramatic than a girl thinking she's running out of time in her last year in her 20s. I would marry you today. Aw, shucks. I don't have a dress though. Oh, they were so excited. Oh, I love that. 29, not married yet. You're like Fran Fine from The Nanny. I love Fran Fine from The Nanny, and she married up. Mr. Sheffield. Hi. I love The Nanny. My name's Fran Fine. Well, you're the same age as my daughter. That's cool. We'd be friends probably. Common law. A couple lives together for so many years they're considered married in the eyes of the law. Yeah. Steve and I would be. If I was to take him to court now, I could get half this house. It sounds so dramatic, but it's true. Yes, sir, Mr. Brian. Oh, he's a good Tinkerbell. I'd love to visit Australia. Everyone seems so relaxed. Yeah, I'm pretty good. You just have to make sure you're visiting the relaxed places. In your experience as a male, bird's more talkative than female. Yeah, and that's not just out of experience. That's just biological fact. The males are supposed to talk more because they're supposed to woo. In China, they call 29 old women leftovers. Well, that's me. I'm an old woman leftover. Well, I can't give a crap. There's nothing wrong with being single. Genuinely, there's nothing wrong with being single. There's nothing wrong with having a partner. It's just more the fact of I'd like to be married, and I asked him if that's something he'd want to, and he said yes, and then hasn't made a move to do so. And so I'm like, okay, cool. What's your problem? And he's like, it's just not time. I'm like, why? Isn't that so annoying that women have to wait for a man to be ready to be married when they're ready? And if the man is ready, it just doesn't happen. It's just one of those things. It's like, you either make it happen or not. And if when you ask them, like, oh, you want to get married? They're like, yeah. They don't mean you necessarily. but yet they'll hold on to you because you're convenient. MAGA forever. Ooh, yuck. Bye. Remove. Put in timeout how user on this channel. Hide user on this channel. I think that's what I'll do. So no one can see you, but you can see us and suffer. What are you up to today? I was going to go to the gym, but I'm a bit worried. Ham seems a little bit unwell. He's being lovely. I think he's not feeling well. You're very beautiful, Steve. Better get with it. He will. He just takes his time. Yums the cockatiel. I love Yums the cockatiel. What are the nice places, Bridget? Queensland, Western Australia, Tasmania. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I need to. The ski trip was the time. Yeah. Yeah, the ski trip was the time. It was. Thank you. I wasn't just me. It's time when you are a millionaire. Maybe. I'd like to be a millionaire one day. I'm nowhere near a millionaire now. I've got student debt on a degree I haven't even started yet. And one I didn't even finish. He's too quiet. He's very quiet. He's not feeling very well. Am I still going to Pilates? Yeah, sometimes I gym and weightlift more these days. I can leg press 85 kilos. It's pretty good. I'll be going back tomorrow actually to do those. I need to do arms today. Is Steve the same age as you? Who's older? Steve. Steve's 4 years older than I am. The trip to go skiing was the time. Yeah. We were very active though, like even the whole time we were like moving, driving. We didn't really stay in one spot for that long. Some of Australian wildlife scare me. Funnel web spider. Y'all, American critters scare me. You have mountain lions and bears. We have spiders, snakes, and crocodiles. And you have guns. Well, there's more options for women. Ms., Mrs., Miss, Doctor, Professor, Lady. I like that there's options. Most of my family is MAGA. We don't talk. Good. I have a piece of advice for everyone here. Don't have children. I have a better piece of advice. Don't feel pressured to have children by anyone other than yourself. But if you want to have kids, that is also okay. But if you don't want to have kids, that is also okay. You have the right to choose for yourself. Does Ham have a favorite toy? Yeah. Things he's not allowed to touch. You have student debt. Yeah, I do. I just added like 70 grand to my student debt because I'm about to start a bachelor's in social media and digital media. I start next week. I'm going back to uni. For those who don't know, I've started studying again because this internet world thing is only going to get bigger. So why not educate myself while I'm fit? Oh, I'm fit, but I'm still a bit fat. And I don't mean overweight. I mean, I still carry quite a lot of body fat for the muscle. I have muscle. Believe me, I can hold a squat. But yeah, I just suck at not eating. I love eating. I love food so much. Ugh. I have good muscle density. I just have terrible ligaments and metabolism and self-control to eat sweet things. They're little compared to you. Australians have boomerangs. Well, that's true. You guys got big sticks. That's my favorite joke. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. Choice. Want kids or not, we will have deserved choice. Yes. Yeah. You can choose whatever you want. Australia has Pauline Hanson. I wish we didn't. I really wish we didn't. She's someone who is in my ear. She's someone who enables a lot of women's choice. And she has red hair, which I think is funny. It's like our version of the orange man. To be fair, we have sharks. Anywhere that has water has sharks. Guns, cars kill more people than animals here. Yes. Ignorance kills people the most. Will Ham be okay? You at university? Yeah, it's online. I'm enrolled in a university that's in Melbourne, but it's online, so I don't need to physically attend. I wish I could, but I can't. And thankfully, unlike the last degree that I didn't complete, this is not a physical one, so I don't need to show up to class in order to do physical dance and movement classes and acting lessons. This one is purely online and discussion based. I think you look like Kate Winslet. That is the biggest compliment. Kate Winslet, she's stunning. You think I look like Kate Winslet? That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. Thank you. That is so untrue. It's so kind. The only other actress I've had people tell me I look like is Caroline? Candace King from the Vampire Diaries. And it's when I have my hair down and look at the camera like, barely. Candace King who plays Caroline in the Vampire Diaries. But Kate Winslet, oh, that's so nice. Thank you. The most dangerous animal in the world is still the African hippo. Yes, it is. And man, I'm back to grad school at 32, so fair play to you. Yeah, well, I wanted to learn more. I wanted to be educated in a world that I am in. Like, this has been my full-time job nearly for 3 years now. And why not? I'm not ignorant enough to assume that I know everything. There's still more to learn. You have crazy big spiders. America has crazy big. You have tarantulas. I am behind the chat. I'm trying to read everything, so I know I'm really behind the chat. My responses are delayed because I'm literally scrolling because I'm trying to read everyone's messages. There's nothing wrong with having kids. I'm fully aware as well that my choice to have kids is purely selfish. There's no such thing as selflessly having kids, genuinely. But I'm not stupid enough to assume otherwise. I know for sure that it is a selfish act. But what makes it better is knowing that I'm going to put in the effort to make sure that those people that I bring into the world are excellent participants in society and are good people that make the right choices and care for others as well as themselves. And that's the responsibility you take on as a parent. If you're going to make a selfish choice, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and you make that selfish choice balance. If that makes sense, I might be wrong. People might disagree with me. I don't care. I just know that if I have a kid, I'll do everything in my power to make sure that they're a good person. I'm working on my second master's right now. Wow. That's so cool. Okay, now no ginger hate. Oh, no hate to gingers, just those two. You're a mum now. You have to care for Hamlet. Yeah. I've always wanted to be a mum. Always. Kids enjoy life. The feminists here telling you not to have kids want you to serve. I have a problem with that. Your generalization of the word feminist is incorrect. Feminist is an anti-men, anti-children. Feminism is the definition of free choice for women. That's all. That's it. That's it. Feminism is the equal opportunity for men and women. That is it. That is it. The right to choose for themselves. The last words my father told me, how disappointed he was that I wasn't Mormon. But yeah, how sad. Gillian Anderson. Who's that? What's a movie that person's been in? You look like Gillian Anderson. Gillian Anderson. That name is familiar. Someone told me I looked like the ex-wife in Grey's Anatomy. Not Meredith, the other one, redhead. How did you pick Hamlet's name? I did a bachelor's degree in stage theatre and loved Shakespearean. And I was good at it. He seemed like a little Blue Prince to me. He's been such a good boy. I think he's not feeling very well, so he's staying close to mum. Would you like to say hello? Who is it? Being a parent is very selfish. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What makes something selfish? You're doing something for your self that doesn't have a positive influence on anything else. You want to get philosophical? What's unselfish about having kids? Someone answer me that. What is unselfish about having kids? And if someone says, oh, you're continually growing the human race, there's enough humans in the world. Where the reasons the world is destroying itself. I think you would make an absolutely amazing mom. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. I've considered not having kids simply for the sake that I'm like, there's not much more I can bring to society in making a kid. It is a fully selfish act. I want a kid so that I have a cute baby that looks like me and my partner that I can raise and play with and have in my home and teach and talk to and love. I want a place to put that love, and that's in a kid. There's also, it's not selfish. Having a kid, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, tell me an unselfish thing about having a kid. Not to have kids. It's a very personal choice. It is. What colours do Ham come in? He come in white, blue, green, pink, sometimes pink, light blue, so many different colours. So many different colours. Yellow. Many people are choosing. Oh, no, I've read that one. Who did you meet? Did you invite me to Google? You see the time. Can you and Ham do more live streams? You're so intelligent. Oh, that is very kind of you. I'm trying to do one each week. I haven't been able to do one the last couple of weeks aside from last week because I was away at my mum and dad's with Ham because I work every now and again for my dad where I do. Which guy? Sorry, I keep getting off track because I'm trying to read all these comments. You and Ham, Australia, so that guy should be banned. Which guy? X-Files. What about the X-Files? Scully. Oh, that chick. Oh, that's ancient Agent Gillian. No, Scully. Bridget. I've never seen the X-Files, but I know that lady. She's the same lady from Sex Education, isn't she? Agent Scully and Mulder. Oh, she's stunning. Stop. You guys are telling me I look pretty? It's all I wanted from the internet. Ham is still here, I promise. I just don't think he's feeling very well, so I don't really want to like make him uncomfortable and move him. No, I didn't have Ham as an egg. You're wrong, Bridget. I can't expect you to know better though since you live in Australia. What about what? What am I wrong about? Do you know what I love? Being proven wrong with intelligent discussion. Genuinely, I am open to it. Talk to me about it. Tell me. Do I think about getting another bird all the time? We just can't do it right now. Is eating shrimp just being selfish? Sure. You give so much of your life having children. For sure. But that's a choice. You make that choice, and that's a selfish choice. We live in a world, infinite resources. I'm sticking to pet babies. I won't judge people who make different choices, though. Yes, and that's a wonderful place to stand because that's your choice. Therefore, you're respecting other people's choices for the same reasons because that's what you want. Therefore, you should respect other people's reasons for why they want it. It's your choice whether to have kids or not. Yes, as you should. It's cool once it happens. Okay. I feel like adoption is not as selfish. just want to raise a kid. But adoption, I find, isn't selfish. I think adoption is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Enriching, because that's not selfish, because that's not for the sake of you. That's for the sake of a different child and giving them a better life. Choosing to have a child of your own, you're choosing to bring a child into the world. Or if there's a child that already exists and you're giving them a better future, that is a wonderful thing. I think the world sucks and I don't want my kids that'll never be suffered through it, for sure. And that's fair enough. Would I consider finding him a mate? I don't think I'd find him a mate that he could breed with. I don't think I'd be equipped to have him breed. Oh my gosh, everyone's so nice on this chat to me. You're so kind. Look at you all. You know, pretty people call other people pretty, and so you all must just be stunning. Have you tried making more ham cupcakes lately? Or I know a dead horse when I see one. I don't think I'll be attempting that for a while. No, I will rage bait. I love rage baiting people because it puts them in a sense of, I don't know, dwindling argument where they're forced to actually find an argument rather than emotion. You mean to say you didn't lay ham sex? Yes, I pushed him out. Here's my baby. We have the same profile. Like my nose is slightly hooked. And so is Ham's. We have, and I've got jowls. I love the videos and I love this community too. This community is beautiful. Yes, a woman has a choice. IVF, adoption are both good options. They're beautiful options. They're wonderful. And every woman has the right to use that. Like their bodies are capable of creation. How cool is that? A woman can literally create life. That is wonderful. That is a wonderful thing. Adoption can be complicated. Sometimes the kids in other countries are kidnapped and brought. Yeah, well, that's no longer adoption. That's child trafficking. Him would be a wonderful uncle. He'd be their big brother. He's my firstborn son. I think my selfish choice is not to have kids for several reasons. One of them is mental health. Then why is that selfish? What makes that selfish though? Because of your mental health? But you got to think of the benefits of not having kids from the biggest scheme of things. Is it selfish because you've been told that you have to, or that you're missing out by not having kids? Self choice to not have kids, to me, is not selfish. I think that's well reasoned logic. Yeah, there's more hair merch coming. Keep a lookout. I'm literally in the works right now to create a hoodie with make ship. Good morning. I know why the Australian system makes so hard to adopt. They do make it very hard to adopt. I remember having a conversation with Steve very early on in our relationship where I talked about the potential. Say for instance, I couldn't have kids because I'd love to try. I'd love that idea. And I'd love to have my own baby. But say for instance, I couldn't. And it takes a lot of money for IVF and for trying different things. I would happily adopt a baby or a child. There's complications that come with that, but yeah, Australia does make it very difficult. A lot of kids really need stable foster homes, and I would consider being a foster mum. I'd also want to make sure that I'm equipped for that. My nose is not. It will be. I don't want to speak politics here, though. That's fine. You don't have to. And that's the beauty of choice. You don't have to. Doesn't mean I don't have to. I love how your name is the Rebellious Prince. If you could find him a boy mate, I think he likes being the only child. Yeah, every bird that he's been introduced to is not liked, even with long periods of time. Hmm. Girl to girl, you are beautiful. Oh, and I bet you're stunning too. I know that for a fact, inside and out. Why are we so fixated on having kids and adopting? We're not fixated. It's simply the topic of conversation right now. And women, think about it. I'm prime age for parenting right now. Quite literally, I'm 29. This is the time when we start thinking about kids, and it's not just because other people are. It's fixated in my brain. I think about babies all the time. I'm surrounded by them. I'd love nothing more than to have a baby. What is the life expectancy of Ham? Forever. About 35. Not everyone should have kids, and that's true as well. Ham would not survive in the Australian wildlife, no. The Australian wildlife is not built for him, or a lot of plants and animals would kill him. Choosing not to have, yep, self care, yep. I've never seen it that way. Love to hear your view on this topic. I love talking about this kind of stuff. I have no interest in an argument. I have an interest in discussion. If you have an opinion that's different to mine, that is okay. I want to know why though. And I'm also open to being wrong. No, not everyone is equipped to be a parent. You can freeze your eggs just in case. I could. That would take a lot of money. Yeah, fertility treatment is expensive. YouTube channel got my attention after I completed rehab, alcoholism, and your content helped with my depression. Oh, that's so nice. Stick around. God creates life. God has no say in my decision making on my day to day. I'm not religious. I respect you I respect your religion, and if you have one, it has no say in my life. I have the capacity to create life by making a baby. That makes me pretty incredible. It makes women pretty incredible altogether. That big sentence of God creates life is, I find that so muffling because it takes the credit away from women. I'm still awake. I'm really glad I can see you in Hamlet Life. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Hello, my fellow Canadians. Oh, he's never liked a harness. I have tried putting a harness on him. He has just never liked anything on him. Doesn't mean I don't have to. Oh, I wish when did I say that? What did I say? You got to think about it. You got to think about a lot of things. You should think more. Thinking is a great thing. When I found out I couldn't, I felt less than, and we should not have to feel that way. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was diagnosed with lupus at 23, told less than 30% chance of me having a baby would survive. Oh, and that's really hard. Are you ready to preheat the oven? I was so impressed with your before and after hair in the short where you took him somewhere in his cage. Oh, which video was that? Is content creation your only main source of income? No, it's not. It's not my main source of income. I have a few different streams of income. One of those things is I manage the social media of a different business. I also concierge for that business. It's an advanced first aid company that runs courses for nurses that go rural and remote places. I take photos for them and run their online social media basically to advertise for their courses. But that's my other job. That's why I travel to gaming granddad sometimes. You're a very smart lady. Good head on your shoulders, love watching your life. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. We are Canadian, eh? Canadians are crazy. You guys are so cool. You're. What's your favorite bird to watch on YouTube? We love Twinkie. We love Beaker. We love, oh gosh, there's a cockatoo in England. So many of them. There's actually so many, and we're spoiled for choice. I thought you quit your job to hang out with him. I did. I quit my 9 to 5. I now work from home most of the time. Content creation with Ham is a percentage of it, yes, but it's not the whole thing. And that's why I also tend to go back and study so that I can, I suppose, explore more options as well. It's a wonderful thing that I get to do this with Hamlet, but it is not my only source of income. I have about 4 or 5 different sources. It's most of them passive, and that's the whole point. I'm trying to build kind of a system for myself. If you get Ham a brother, can you name him Tater? Ham and Tater. Someone told me to call him Sandwich, so I have Ham and Sandwich. Oh, are you able to speak another language? No, I wish I was able to. I would like to learn a different language. Can you pull an American accent? Me? Nah, not really good at an American accent. I find that the people that say not to have kids are people that have had kids. It's just a factual thing. I don't mean that they're wrong by any means, but they're people that wish they could go back. You didn't stop working. You went full time. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. Someone once said to me, because I was going to the Sunshine Coast to do the concierge work and the photography and stuff for that company. They're like, "Oh, you got a job." And I was like, hold on a heckin' second. I am very much employed. I didn't throw in her face by any means that I probably make more money than she does, but it was just the simple fact of like, just because it's an unconventional job doesn't mean it doesn't require work and I'm not successfully paying my bills. Another social media. Have y'all ever? Yeah, we've met plenty, not in person, just over call. Oh, thank you to whoever donated that $5. That's very kind of you. You don't have to. Just understand these lives are not designed for you to give me money. I don't want you to do that. I would much rather a discussion like this by any means. Yeah, and YouTube is risky when it comes to career building. Like it requires a constant stream of like being in your face for relevancy. I don't necessarily rely on you guys to be constantly there. I rely more on my consistency to create, which is hard to do sometimes when things get thrown in your face, like you've got a bird with chlamydia or an illness or a broken toe. Yeah. If Hamlet had a brother, I'd be Othello. I have a name in my head, but I don't want to say it out loud because people have stolen. Other people have named their birds Hamlet, which is very cute, but I'm like, pick your own name. Eggslet. Ham and Eggslet. Oh my gosh. Factual. Because of experience. I raised a kid before I had a kid. It was still completely different for each. Yeah, and kids are different. Broken toe Ham is being very quiet. He's being a very good boy though. What do you think about me getting a female ringneck named Tiffany? Do you think that works for a good name? I think if you met that bird and it was a Tiffany and you call it Tiffany, that works great for you. Ham's foot is doing okay. I think it's a bit sore today because he's being a bit quiet. But he's being still, which is exactly what I need him to be. Sleepy and sore. Gosh, I've been on this live for hours. That's crazy. Ham sandwich. That's a good name. I also love calling pets human names. Like a dog named John would send me. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the TV show, the Australian series called Please Like Me, but he's got like this caboodle thing and he named it John. It's great. Oh, and another. Nothing. Oh, Does Steve have a job? Yes, Steve has a job. Steve is an electrician working rather high up in the business. Damn, girl, I really admire your outlook and things. Thanks for sharing your buoyant thoughts with us. You're so welcome. Who knows? I'm not for everyone, but there's nothing wrong with being kind. Peanut and ham sandwich. Oh, that's so nice of you to say. Thank you. He's tired, but I don't think he feels very well. But he's staying still. I need him just to stay still. That was his orders. No, Steve hasn't fixed the bug on the wall. He hasn't fixed any of the holes in the wall. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? He's an electrician, but hasn't fixed most of the lights in this house. It's like the rite of passage, though. He looks sleepy. Oh, I'm happy buddies love watching Cosmo. We love watching Cosmo so much. Gorgeous boy, gorgeous. So clever. Do you think he'll ever move from Australia? No, I don't. I genuinely never see myself moving out of Australia. I think we have it very good here. I would travel many, many places, but I will always live in Australia, I think. How dirty my hair is, holy crap. How do you know if Ham is being super playful? The talking? Yeah. The talking, mischief, walking around. How old is Ham? He's 8. I thought the bug on the ceiling above Ham was something electrical. It is. We just call it the bug because it looks like a bug. That's a light socket. Tradies always live in houses that need the most work. Yes. Want to adopt a stray American? Yeah, well. Cosmo said that she was male and got her DNA test. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, what a pretty girl Cosmo is. Either way, gorgeous. Can we all agree that you should never move to the United States? No, and things would cost so much money there. There's a few Australian creators that have moved. Kat Clark moved to the US. Could you call him? What? Glad to see you're doing well. I was feeling for you heavily when you had to take him to the vet. Yeah, he was expensive. Holy crap. The shoestring bandit, that's for sure. The light socket looks like a huge spider hanging from the ceiling. It does. Sorry, I cooked a whole pasta meal since you started. Yeah, we've been here for a while, but we've been having some pretty intense conversation and I love it. I love having intelligent conversation. I love hearing people's points of view from where they are. Did we vote on Ham's new phrase yet? I want him to say I love you, but he just doesn't do that. I just kept her name because she knew her name. Yeah, and Cosmo doesn't sound like it's necessarily gender assigned. She's just a Cosmo. Like the cosmos. If anything, it's kind of feminine. Works. Does Ham poop on your furniture? Yep, he does. Were you as surprised as we were with his what doing with my toys? Yeah, did you see the moment I like paused? I was like, sir, you've used a whole sentence with me. Hello? You okay? I thought you were gonna be okay with the pets, but I don't think you are. Biscuits? Could say that. You want it, you just don't know how. I think he's just kind of zoned out and a bit uncomfortable. Probably has a bit of a tummy ache, actually. He came straight off medication to more medication. So he hasn't had a day unmedicated for a long time. I put him to bed at like 7, and then I wake up probably about 7:30. So he has a good 12 hours at least. It's good to have an intelligent conversation. Increases your understanding of the world. And I love understanding the world. Oh, everything in Australia seems too willing to unalive people. If disturbed, they're usually good if they're on their own. Do you trim his beak? No, I do not. I give him tools to trim his own beak, but the vet said I didn't need to trim it. It's doing pretty good. You chilled out on pain meds. Was that Archie barking or Rufus? Mm-hmm. So he doesn't love you? Obviously not. Obviously not. Hey. He's about to. Okay. Yep, right onto the floor. Do I polish his beak? No, he polishes it himself, usually on me. What is Ham's favorite human food? Cheese. It's like the worst thing for him. You need to keep your toe straight. There are some people that if you disagree with them, they treat you like the enemy I don't like. Yeah. It's the difference between argument and discussion. Some people take a different opinion personally rather than a difference in opinion. They take it as a personal attack. Remove yourself. Remove your life from theirs because you're taking it as a personal offense, like they're doing it to you. It's very self-involved. People get emotional. Like, this happened to me. We're not saying it didn't. Doesn't make it any less valid. I agree. Archie. It's Archie. And Rufus. Oh, the boyos. What are the boyos doing, Ham? I disagree with you, but also love you. Which part do you disagree with? Some people only question to argue and entrap. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's 2. How's Pixel? Pixel's good. Pixel's with her daddy. Rufus. The chocolate boy. That's Rufus. Yeah, I like it when people can intellectually talk about something without crashing out. Are the dogs ever allowed inside? No. So Rufus is Steve's dog. He had him before he met me, and Archie is our old roommate's dog, but we didn't want to separate them because they've been together so long. Aren't you afraid the dogs might harm Ham? And that is why they aren't allowed inside. And that's why Ham doesn't go outside into the yard. Why does he not talk? Because he's got a sore foot. He's got so much stuff going on. His toes are okay. He's just making his way. Steve tried to make a page for Rufus and then he didn't post anything. And I was like, okay, great job. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I like to have discussions where we can agree and disagree and still get along as civil human beings. Yeah. I just don't know what they were disagreeing about. Do the dogs talk too? Yeah. They're very articulate. Put meta glasses on Rufus interacting with him. I think Rufus would actually be okay with Hamlet. It's Archie who we would worry about. He's caught birds out of the air before. So can't remember if Ham is a morning bird. he's not unless I'm awake, and then he gets mad if I'm not getting him up. Pixel is a bird, yes. Pixel is a budgie, my godfather's budgie, who I looked after a little while ago. Very sweet. How does Ham let you know he's mad at me? He bites me. That's what this is. Ow, gosh. Look at this bite. Goodness me. Look at all those memberships. I still don't quite know what the memberships do. I'm so chilled. Good night, Hammond Bridge. Good night. It is now like afternoon. It's nearly 1 o'clock. He did bite me at the beginning of the, it will probably post, but at the beginning of the live, he did. He like fully grabbed my face, and I was like, sick. You wanna come back to my shoulder? He's mad. Yeah, some people get offended if they can't change your opinion. Yes. I agree that disagreement doesn't mean a personal attack, but unfortunately, some people use the agree to disagree to say something hurtful and disguise it as a disagreement. Well, then that's not disagreeing, that's just saying something hurtful. I say agree to disagree when I've finished the conversation. Like, we agree to disagree, and that is okay. Of course he did. He started live before he was ready. Oh my goodness, $20. You didn't have to send that. You guys, you don't have to send me money on here. I'd much rather have chat. Thoughts on rabbits? I heard they're considered pests in Australia. They're illegal in Queensland, which is where I live. How did Ham learn the wolf whistle? From his gammy and granddad. He's still doing 5 a.m. Pilates occasionally. Not often. It's expensive. Pilates is expensive. $4:48 a.m. in Germany right now. Holy heck. That's very early. Use it to buy treats for Ham. I will. Why are rabbits illegal? Because they're a pest. And they chomp and get the wildlife. And we have a feral cat problem, yes. But do you like rabbits? I don't really know. I haven't had a lot to do with rabbits. They look cute. I got rabbit slippers. People never had a bird, never owned one either, or a parakeet, a hamlet. They don't understand how birds act or get along with. Yeah. Well, is that gluten? What? Gluten, Morgan, and gluten nut. What? I don't know what you're saying. I'm not even taking in information now. I need to eat something. I haven't had breakfast yet, and it is like lunchtime. What should I eat? What have I got? Someone said they were from Stockholm, and now I've got Stockholm syndrome by One Direction stuck in my head. Oh, baby, like what you done to me. Sunshine, no worries. Okay. I do probably need to wrap this up because I need to get some stuff done. Don't usually make toast. Oh, I should make toast. I love toast. If I have chips, then Ham will just want the chips. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Eggs. A bagel with cream cheese sounds good. Oh, I do have gluten-free bagels. Yes, I do need to wrap this up now. You want to say bye to everybody? Sweet boy, you're probably not feeling very well. Chip sandwich. Yum. Wait, you're an English person. I'm seeking a production of Othello this week. Very excited. Oh, I am. Oh, you English person. Yes, an English literature person. Yes, that's very cool. Where are you seeing it? Y'all have a great night. When do you usually go live? This is my first. See, it's not consistent enough for me to give you a good time. Usually I try once a week, midweek. Have a nice day with no spiders. Do you know spiders get to know your time? Like they know when you'll come out, and so that's when they hide. Sorry, I just heard Steve's 3D printer start printing something. He's printing something from work here. Okay, we're going to say bye bye now. Thank you so much for our very good conversation. I feel like we had a really fun time. I know him didn't do a lot, but he's still recovering. But I very much appreciate your grace and understanding and looking out for him. He is a good boy. He's just not feeling his best today. Oh, what did you just get scared from? The dogs ran past you. Alrighty. We love you lots. Oh my goodness, you don't have to send me that. It's really okay. You don't have to send us anything, but thank you very much. Bonut. Oh, bonite. Portuguese? Is that Portuguese? Didn't know Steve had a 3D printer. Steve does have a 3D printer and he uses it for evil, not for good. Goodbye, darlings. We love you very French. Oh, good evening is Portuguese. Who is it? You say bye bye? Say night night? To the live chats. Oh, they're all coming in now. Thank you very much. I love you all, and we will talk soon. I'm gonna put my thing back in now. Say bye. He's just walking away from me. Okay.